Custom BCS. Custom BCS. Custom PCs. I got that 6 core 3.5 Jizzy. Come and get them. Custom BCS. Custom PCs. Come and get them.
Yo, bro, what are you doing? You can't hustle custom PCs in front of Best Buy. Are you kidding me?
No speak English?
Oh, gadget!
Custom PCs versus your pre-built OEM computers. It's not always good to go with a custom-built computer versus the actual pre-built computer, mainly because of cost. One of the advantages of going with a custom computer is it's custom. You can pretty much go in there and pick what parts you want. You can have the builder build it to the specifications of what you need. What do you need that computer for? So he can determine from a $300 all the way up, to $2,000 to $3,000 or even higher. If you're an editor or in the stock market and you need multiple monitors, multiple displays, so you get multiple graphics cards, or really one good graphics card that can support multiple monitors. And also you can, the overall look of the case itself. I mean, you can get a nice big case with fancy lights, a lot more room for expansion, just in case you do want to run in a 3-way SLI or 4-way SLI. Maybe somebody who likes to do overclocking, or you just want to have the overall best performance of your software or even your games. But some of the disadvantages of having that custom computer is mainly the cost. When you can actually go out and purchase a pre-built computer and you can $630 get a pretty decent computer. I have some footage of Asus desktop, Dell, where the computer was only $630 and you were getting a 8-core processor with 8 gigs of RAM, a discrete graphics card, and 2 terabyte hard drive, which was pretty decent for the cost. The case wasn't flashy or anything like that, but somebody, who wants a pre-built computer is not really looking for the flashy lights and the overall aesthetics, just looking badass, then that's just not for them. So they can settle for a pre-built computer. About 90% of your consumers are purchasing pre-built computers versus the actual custom-built PC. Some of the disadvantages of actually having that pre-built computer could be expansion. I mean, sometimes you're pretty much set in stone on what you get as far as upgrades. Usually you can take out your 2 terabyte and clone it over to a SSD drive. And being a lot of times having that Windows 8.1, a lot of times they format, instead of using the actual MBR format, using the GPT format, and you're trying to clone it over, and sometimes it can be a little pain in the butt. You normally would have to have a hard drive that's almost close to about the same size as your SSD. Has to be almost the same size as that hard drive to get the clone over properly. Or you find yourself using multiple cloning softwares like Acronis to get those partitions over. But that's another ball game there. Basically, like I said, it's all about price, the most bang for your buck, which most people say, yeah, I can get a custom PC at a better price when it's the bang for your buck. But I don't always think that's one of the advantages of the custom PC. Sometimes it's that OEM pre-built computer comes out best bang for your buck. I did a price comparison on a $600 custom built versus $600 pre-built, and the custom PC was actually a $600. It came up to about $630, and I got some pretty good parts in there, but that's an actual $600 computer. Normally, if somebody's selling you a computer at $600 that they custom build for you, they want to make a profit off of it. So you're not actually getting a $600 computer. You're probably getting a $300 computer. Or if you are getting something close to the $600, they're using parts that are maybe a couple years older because the prices went down in the actual processor or the memory for that particular build. But when you actually look at the pre-built computer, a lot of times it's the latest parts that you're actually getting because they're mass production, so they can sell it, for a little less. But you don't always get the best motherboard they have out there in the market either. A lot of my experiences on these pre-built computers is that those motherboards tend to burn out. Mainly the chipset for your graphics will die out because it's overheating. And, it's not all pre-built, but some of those lower end pre-built computers, that's what happens. Or even your hard drive will fail. Custom computer, you can select either a low, mid, or high-end motherboard. And with that $600 build, I went with a mid-low motherboard. Still better than the OEM motherboard they had in there. I mean, you can even overclock on that OEM board, which mainly they don't want you to because of the warranty. So that's one of the advantages of actually having a custom built computer is the parts. In this particular build, I went with the SSD drive and still had a 1 terabyte slave drive for storage. So, and when you do that comparison of performance, that particular pre-built computer had an 8-core processor. I had a 6-core processor in my custom built. Both had 8 gigs of RAM, but that motherboard only supported up to 32 gigs of RAM, or sometimes they don't even support up to about 16 gigs of RAM. But the board I picked out actually supported up to 64 gigabytes of memory. So you may not need that much RAM, and if you're somebody who did need that much RAM, you're probably going to get a custom built or a really higher end pre-built computer to begin with. But that's pretty much what it boils down to, and it's what do you need your computer to do, and how efficient do you want your computer? So going with the custom built may be the better option if you just want that flair, that power, and that extra bit of speed that you can get, because that builder knows what to do as far as getting the most out of the components that are attached to that board. So you can almost say I have similar parts, but the board itself may separate the two because I just overclocked. And boom, now I actually increased the speed, and I put a closed loop or custom loop in there to keep it even cooler, so it even lasts longer. Quality is also what you get out of a custom built computer. I'm not saying that those OEMs are not quality, but you know, some of those lower end ones are a piece of crap. You know, that's you get what you pay for. You know, so they come with that 1 year manufacturer warranty. Some people come in here, boom, the day after the warranty, the computer breaks down, no video. You know, you check the memory, and it turns out that it's actually the chipset on the board. That video controller is done. I've seen some pre-built computers that didn't even have any CPU fans. It was just one big heatsink, and then they used that one case fan to keep it cool. Granted, it wasn't that powerful of a processor, so it didn't draw a whole lot of heat. But you got to think about the conditions of the home. If it's pretty warm in the house, or they keep it in some cubby hole, you know, it doesn't have good ventilation going through there, so it can't really keep itself cool, so it burns out. Custom built, man, we can that particular case can probably support up to 6 or more fans, you know, and you can get them solid fans, you know, you can, and throw on a cooler, a water cooler on there, or even a higher end air cooler, and because that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that you don't come back because something died. We want to make sure that custom built computer is going to last a long time. So we're going to make sure we can keep that thing cool. You know, even if you're going to put it in a cubby hole, we make sure you have good airflow to go across that board and all the components inside that desktop. But that's basically what it is. I mean, it's your choice. It's not, like I said, it's not always good to go with the custom built computer, mainly because of price. But to me, I'd rather have a custom built computer over any OEM because I have those options that I want as far as even when it comes to just the operating system alone. If I want to run Windows 7 or even run Windows Vista for some odd reason, I have that choice. I can install it myself. I can, or that person who's looking to buy, he said, "Hey, I want you to put Windows 7 on it." He has that choice. You know, they're pushing out 8, and then now 10's coming out. So, you know, I mean, you have those options, and then you know, just this is the way you want it. This is the way I build it. So that's pretty much it. So if this video helped as far as you deciding if you want to do a custom build, or is this better and easy just to walk into a store with the convenience of just picking up a pre-built computer because all you needed to do is this. So I grabbed this one at this price range, and that's what I want. Go for it. So like this video if you like it, dislike if you didn't. Please subscribe for more tech videos. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Hey Bill, what you doing on my block, Holmes?